Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. My name is James, and today we're going to go ahead and sit down and talk to you guys about Reading's 2-1 loss away to Leyton Orient. Now, I do apologise, this is coming out a little bit later. Just had a lot of things to do straight after coming back from Leyton. Also went out in the evening. So, unfortunately, this is going to come out a little bit later, unfortunately for me, for the views. But unfortunately, just in general, as you know me, I like to get the reporting done ASAP. Reading, though, succumbed to another defeat so far this season away from home. 5 defeats out of 5. 18 away games now without a win. And my horrid luck of not seeing an away win since May 2017 continues. Reading started off the game quite poorly, I thought. Leyton Orient definitely with a team that was in control. I think Joe Pigott had a chance where I think he headed the ball off the crossbar, and there had a few chances where crosses were just absolutely threatening to Reading today. The Leyton Orient's wing play was just so much better than Reading's. For being completely honest, you see a lot of the time Reading playing very narrow. You can see Harvey Nibbs, if he was on that byline today, I think it would have been such a different result. I think if Reading had the width that they should have really had in this game, it could have been so much better for Reading, but we decided to keep with this narrow formation where we play really, really small, and it just didn't work at all. Starting lineup for Reading though today, saw a couple of changes from the loss to Northampton. We saw David Button continue to start in goal after his 3 mistakes against Northampton. Tyler Bindon was once again at right back with Matty Carson at left back. Harley Dean and Nelson Abbey were the 2 centre backs. Femi Aziz and Harvey Nibbs played out on the wing, while Lewis Wing and Charlie Savage were in the middle, as Kelvin Ehibachaman was partnered up front by the returning Dom Ballard. My opinion, Dom Ballard or Tyler Bindon were probably Reading's best players on the day. Bindon did get a goal. He got his first goal for Reading, and yeah, nice celebration to go alongside it. Leyton Orient, though, they did open the scoring. Brown scored for them in the 26th minute. Nice strike, to be honest. There's not really much David Button could have done about it, if I'm being completely honest. I think they had a chance. The ball kind of got bounced around, came out to the edge of the box, and the ball went into the back of the net. Leyton Orient then had an injury midway through the first half. If I just get the name of who it was Sanders who came off, and the momentum just shifted from there. Reading started to play a little bit more confident, play a little bit better. Dom Ballard started getting the better of his defender Cooper, and started to start running around him, flicking the ball past him, and it created more and more opportunities for Reading. One was put in the back of the net when Matty Carson put a lovely ball into the box and Dom Ballard hit the post from a header. Tyler Bindon, though, was there to put the ball in the back of the net off the rebound, and yeah, put Reading level at 1-1. Harvey Nibbs then had the opportunity to make it 2-1. Some great play by Dom Ballard, got round his man, managed to play him in, but he couldn't finish the chance. After half-time, though, Leyton Orient were all over Reading once again. So poor from Reading in the second half. I can't think of a chance that Reading made in the second half. And the man, in my opinion, that had the worst game today was once again Femi Aziz. It's just awful from him today. There was one point where he had the ball around the halfway line. He took a really heavy touch backwards and then took a really heavy touch again, and it went out for a corner. He's then blasted the ball at the advertising boards and got booked. I can't explain that. I don't know what he's decided to do there, but it was a poor display from him again today. Barely beat his man every time he had it. He was getting beat every time down that left-hand side when he had to do his defensive work. Going forward was not good. And yeah, I think it's time now for Femi Aziz to get out of that first team. I've got to say, Archibald, who was up against him, was just running rings around Femi all day. Got to say, before the game as well, Derek Reynolds' kind of like tribute was just fantastically kind of done by both sets of fans. Yeah, minutes applause was very good. Joe Pigott hit the crossbar again after half time, and Leyton Orient didn't create massive amounts of chances. They did have that one there where they hit the crossbar, but didn't really make too many chances in the second half. Unfortunately, though, late on from Reading, it was another mistake by David Button. Lewis Wing is letting the ball go out for a goal kick, and a Leyton Orient player's come in and pushed him in the back. He's fell onto the ball and it's gone out for a corner. I don't understand in what world the referee is not giving that as a foul. The referee today was god-awful. Absolutely dreadful. Just an awful refereeing performance. And every time a Leyton Orient player would grab Ehi Bachaman's shirt, it would basically be pulling it off. Nothing. Reading put the tiniest hand in the back of a Leyton Orient player. It's a foul. There was one right in front of the Reading fans where Nelson Abbey literally comes over and literally puts his hand on his back. Didn't push him, just to, you know, get a part. He's backing into him. And he fell on the floor and the ref gave the foul. And I think the pressure of the Leyton Orient fans today really got to the referee. It definitely wasn't to blame for the result because Leyton Orient deserved the result, but the refereeing performance today was awful, awful, awful. And I won't be surprised to see that man drop down a level to League 2 in the next Matchday officials announcements. But yeah, Lewis Wing should have got a free kick really. Partly to blame on him. You got to just be blasting that ball out into Rose Edge, you know what I mean? Like out for a throw-in, but partly to blame, but I think he should have got the foul. The ball's then come in for a corner. David Button's come out like Superman, gone to punch it, just completely missed it. It's a little scramble in the box, and unfortunately, Leyton Orient put the ball in the back of the net. George Moncur getting the goal there. And yeah, Reading lose another away game. 5 out of 5 after the game. Oh, Tom Holmes came on as well for Don Ballard. That was awful decision making by Ruben Celes. That was like a Paul Ince substitute. I don't know what he decided to do there. Reading, after the game, no one came over to clap the fans. Nelson Abbey essentially dragged them all over there. And the amount of abuse that was hurled at some of the players. Listen, I agree, Reading aren't in the best situation. And right now, it is god-awful. And the young players that stayed, I think Joel Pereira, who hasn't even played a game for the club, stood there and took it. Ben Elliott stood there and took it. Ehi Bachaman stood there and took it. Nelson Abbey was at the forefront of it, and the guy had tears in his eyes for crying out loud. Ruben Celes, 3 coaches, stood there and took it. But I want to pick up on the Harley Dean situation, because what he did, and I'm sure stuff will come out about it, or maybe it'll just get swept under the rug, but standing there and laughing after losing 2-1 to Leyton Orient, who were in League 2 last season, and you were in the Championship, should never be happening. Standing there laughing and asking fans to, like, offering them to have it out on the pitch, telling them to climb over and meet him there. Like, I don't know what was going through that bloke's head. He seems like a bit of a tool, and I don't know what decision making was going on in his brain right there. But as one of the senior members of the squad, and as somebody that should be seen as a locker room leader and someone that, you know, should be someone higher in the hierarchy, if we're being completely honest, of the team, and someone that should set an example to young centre backs. He should take a look at himself in the mirror and look at what Nelson Abbey did and look at what he did. And look at the reactions from both players. He should take a good, hard look in the mirror. And yeah, some self-work there to do from Harley Dean. Just stupidity in my opinion. Listen, the players did eventually get a clap, and and Nelson Abbey got his name sung, but it's not good enough. It really isn't. Ruben Celes again, 4-2-2-2-2 today. Didn't work again. Where do we go from here? Swindon on Tuesday. And then luckily we're not playing Oxford. What are we going to do? It's going to be it for this one though, guys. Thank you very much for watching. My name's been James, and we'll see you all again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.